I spent 9 years trying to learn Chinese. 9 years, 3 apps, 2 courses, and you know what? I have nothing to show for it. It's really frustrating and embarrassing. I'd sit in meetings with Chinese colleagues and just smile and nod. I traveled to Beijing and couldn't read a street sign. I'd open Duolingo at night and do my little streaks, feel good about myself, and then forget everything by Friday. Here's what nobody tells you. Apps like Duolingo, Babbel, Rosetta Stone, they are not designed to make you fluent. They're designed to keep you on the app. Streaks, gems, leadership boards. You're not learning a language, you're playing a game. And the game never ends because you never get fluent. The method that actually works, I found out from a book called Fluent Forever by Gabriel Weiner. I forgot the title for a minute, sorry. And it's not just me, it's backed by a lot of reviewers and a lot of people on the YouTube community, Reddit, everywhere. You can watch videos on YouTube. There's a guy called Taylor Jones. He's a PhD in linguist with over 400,000 views on his Fluent Forever review. He says it's the method that actually works, which is spaced repetition with rich flashcards. The Fluent Forever method, every card needs a real sentence, native audio,
我有一个好主意。
and a visual image. That combination physically rewires your brain's memory pathways. Like, what is this? But making those cards by hand, that takes weeks per language. Finding natural sentences, sourcing native audio, finding the right images, adding phonetic transcriptions. It's bloody exhausting, and I keep getting caught up with work, and I don't have the time for this shit. This problem lingered at the back of my head for years. Then AI popped out of nowhere. Let me show you what I built. The link is right there in the description. Go check it out right now. First off, let's open up the website. We'll plug in our API keys real quick. Don't worry, I'll give you a dead simple step-by-step process on how to get them. And here's the best part, it's completely free. You only need 3 keys. One for content generation with Google Gemini, one for audio with Google Text-to-Speech, and one image for Pixabay. You don't have to worry about any of that right now. I just want to show you the final output first so you can see exactly how powerful this app really is. We'll start by picking the language. Let's go with the Chinese simplified because that's the one I started with. After that, you choose your words. I've preloaded frequency lists of over 5,000 words per language. The most common ones ranked by real usage. What are frequency lists? They are words people actually use on everyday life. Gabriel says that the first 625 words give you 80% of the language, and I loaded 5,000 for you to play with. You can choose how long you want the sentence to be and exactly how many sentences you want generated per word. That means total control over how much content each word creates. You can pick your difficulty, beginner, intermediate, or advanced, whatever level you're at right now. Then you can even choose topics that actually excite you. Drop in Naruto, your favorite car brand, literally anything. The AI instantly understands and generates content around what you love. Watch this. To show you, I'm picking Tesla because that's what I'm really interested in. This is where it provides flexibility and customization. Now we move to audio settings. Here you can choose from a bunch of different voices. You'll see the full list. I usually just go with the standard one. It's the cheapest. The others cost more and I don't want you guys getting hit with a big bill. I'll show you how to set limits and budgets so you don't spend a dime or keep within limits if you don't mind paying. Right now, I just want you to see how incredible the app actually is. This is the kind of tool that saves you hours. After that, we head to the review screen. Sometimes the AI hallucinates and spits out weird or random sentences. That's exactly why I built this review step so you can give it perfect context. I tested it in Hindi once and one of the words A was throwing it off completely. Therefore, I was giving AI the context it generates, so it generates quality output. Now you just copy paste the real meaning and usage, grab it from Google, ChatGPT, Grok, wherever you want. Paste it in, add the word, and now the AI has everything it needs. It makes the sentence natural and accurate every single time. Super fast, super easy. I did the first word, now the second. Same quick process. This is completely optional in case you get weird responses. You can then hit generate and watch the magic happen. First, it creates all the sentences, then it runs a quality check against every parameter you set. After that comes the part no other app does. The third pass gives you a full color coded grammar analysis live. It breaks down every single word in the sentence so you instantly understand exactly how it fits in context. This is the game changer. Finally, it generates the perfect image. It pulls 3 keywords from the sentence, searches Pixabay, and grabs the best one out of the top 10 and sends it straight into your Anki deck. And remember, if you don't love the image, you can swap it in seconds, no problem. Gabriel always said to spend time on the images so you stick it in your mind. Look how fast this whole process is. Doing this manually would take hours. Nobody has that kind of time, but everyone still wants to learn a language and stay excited. This app automates all the boring stuff so you can focus on the fun part, actually reading, writing, and speaking. Now here's the final result on the last page. Just click download, open the deck in Anki, and boom, all the work is done. You've got beautiful flashcards with audio, images, and full grammar breakdowns, ready to start learning. This is the easiest, fastest way to learn a new language, Fluent Forever style decks. Have a look at the decks. As you can see, I've already downloaded the apkg files, ready to import straight into Anki. I'll drop the link to download Anki. It's 100% free. You don't have to worry about anything. Just open it up. Let's open the first card and see the magic. We picked 2 topics, business and Tesla. So the first sentence is generated around business. And here comes the Chinese audio.
他是我们的新销售经理。
This is the front of the card. It's testing your listening skills and your ability to understand on the spot. This is pure Fluent Forever gold. There are 3 card levels built into the test. First, the listening skills, second, reading skills, and third, comprehension, wherein you translate from English back to your target language. Insane, right? So as you can see, every single sentence has been perfectly generated. You can try this yourself right now. The app is live, running 24/7. Next, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up the API keys. You can run it on the website or download the whole thing from GitHub and run it locally in Python, whatever is easier for you. None of your personal information is ever stored. The app is completely stateless for maximum security. And you can even export your keys and settings so you never have to type them again. Quick warning though, do not share your API keys with anyone. They're basically your passwords for these services. First off, let's get started with the easiest one. We're going with Pixabay. All you need is an email account. That's it. You can even open Pixabay directly from inside our app. It has clear instructions on how to grab the API key. Just click continue with Google or type your own email address. I'm using a dummy email right now just to show you how simple this is. I already have an account on Pixabay. So you type your email here, enter your password and log in. Once you log in, you'll get a quick confirmation message from Pixabay. Just click confirm email. After that, head over to the docs page. There's a direct link right in our app. Scroll down to the parameters section and there it is, your API key right on that page. Copy it, paste it somewhere secure for now and drop it, the API key, into our app and hit the test button. After that, hit save. See, it's working perfectly. The data stays only in your browser session. It's in your cache. The website never stores any of your information, maximum security. Later, I'll show you how to export all 3 keys so you never have to copy paste them again and again. Next on our hit list is Google Gemini. We accessed it through Google AI Studio. You can just search on Google for it. Once you're on the page, click get started and log in with your Gmail account. You need a Gmail account for this. After that, click on get API key. Then you'll see you'll have to click create API key. Then you have to create a new project for the API key to be assigned. So go ahead and create the project. You can name it whatever you want. I'm naming mine LangLearn. Let it load for a second. There we go. Now you can assign the API key to the project and click create key. Boom! The key is created. Just copy paste that key. Drop it into the app and give it a quick test. Now sometimes you might get errors like a 503, that's a false positive when Gemini servers are a little overloaded. Nothing to worry about at all. A 403 is another common error that usually happens if you try to create the project manually through the Google console. Manual configuration through the console requires extra steps and approvals, and it might not assign the key properly. That's why it's way easier to just follow the AI Studio route. Okay, for the final one, Google Text to Speech, we need to enable a few things. Head over to Google Cloud Console, you can search for it on Google. Create a new project. Once the project is created and on the main page, click API and Services, hit Enable API and Services. Look for the search bar at the top. Search for text to speech. Be careful, don't enable speech to text by mistake. That's a totally different service. Look at the logo, click on it and hit enable. Sometimes you'll get an error here. No stress, just refresh the page, clear your cache, or try a different browser. It usually fixes instantly. When you click enable, it might ask for your billing information. Now here's the important part. This service isn't completely free, but Google gives you an insanely generous limit of 1 million characters per month. That's roughly 10,000 sentences of 15 words each. Way more than you'll ever need for this app. So go ahead and add your billing information here. After that, you can add your payment method, UPI, credit card, debit card, whatever works for you. This is only so Google can charge you for whatever you actually use. You won't get charged unless you go over your limit. Sometimes you'll see an error like this. So don't worry at all, just refresh the page and try again. The console can get a little glitchy sometimes, just wait a few seconds, refresh and try again. Click enable again and manage the billing account. Create a billing account and add it to the project. Create account. Continue. Now add your credit card or UPI details depending on where you are. I'm in India right now, so I'm adding my UPI details. Just repeating this so it's super clear. You won't be charged for anything unless you go over the 1 million character limit. That's why I always tell you to pick the standard voice earlier. It's the cheapest one and you'll never come close to the limit. Sometimes it asks for a prepayment of 1000. Sometimes it doesn't. It depends on your Google account's age and status. I went ahead and made the prepayment just to show you the full process for people who see this screen. A lot of you won't even get this message. It will enable instantly. I'm covering the edge cases so nothing is left out. Once you make the payment, you can enable the API. You can obviously get a full refund of the 1000 by sending a quick request to Google. It's completely free. I'm being 100% honest. I'm not taking a cent of your money and Google won't charge you either unless you go over the limits, which we never will. So there's literally nothing to worry about. Sometimes the page shows errors. Just refresh. The credit will appear. After that, go back to the side menu. Click API services again, then click credentials and enable API. This is your text to speech service. Now that billing is activated, it should enable the cloud service. Let's click on it. There we go. For the people who don't want all this setup, I'm thinking of building a paid version of the app because these services do have costs on my end. I'll add way more features if enough of you want it, so drop a comment and let me know what you think. I'll share my full plans just a few moments. Now, for the people who want to finish the setup, we are almost there. You enable the API one last time, select only text to speech service restrictions because that sometimes causes issues, and boom, we finally got the API key. Now you can paste it into the app and generate as many decks with audio as you want. You're all set. This is the last key you need. Now I'll just talk about setting budgets and limits so you really don't have to worry about anything anymore. To set the budgets, you start at the main dashboard, scroll down and click on billing. After that, click on budgets and alerts. Then click create budget. After you click create budget, you can name it whatever you want, monthly or weekly. I'll just leave it to the default setting. Select the project you're working with. then select all the services so you never get any surprise charges. Scroll down and click next to the set the amount. Just put 5 or 10 rupees if you want to keep everything free. If you're okay with spending a bit more, you can raise the limit and click next. It will send you email alerts at 50%, 90%, and 100% of your budget. You'll get notified as the project owner plus any admins or users. Create the budget and you're all set. You're good to go. Everything is locked down and safe. As you can see, there are some spends on Gemini, but since the Gemini hasn't been connected to any billing account, you won't be charged. Make sure when you're creating the projects that Gemini and the TTS projects are separate so that you don't get any surprise bills, because Gemini, if it is connected to an account, it will charge you. So it's best to keep Gemini in a free tier and set the paid tier for text to speech. Now finally, for the last section, I want to show you how you can reuse your API keys without copy pasting them over and over again. Once you've pasted in all 3 keys, you can export them into a simple JSON file and save it somewhere safe. Once that's done, you can import it whenever you open the app, on your phone, laptop or tab. It will automatically load and test all keys for you. Super convenient. Sometimes the upload button doesn't work on the first try, so if that happens, just try uploading again. It always works on the second time. I'm testing with Hindi right now because I'm a native speaker and I can instantly tell if the quality is good or bad. I'll switch the difficulty to advanced, change the topic to food and cooking, slow the audio down a little bit just to see if the settings save properly. Scroll down, click Save Defaults for Hindi. You can save defaults for any language you want, one single setting file that you can download and reuse forever. No more annoying readjusting every time. I made this easy so you can enjoy learning. I also kept the API keys and the app settings completely separate. That way you can share your settings with friends without ever risking your API keys. I built this with your security in mind. I put a ton of work into this app and thought things through every little detail. I really hope you enjoy it as much as I do. If you think this tool is worthwhile, I'm planning to build a paid version of the app. I'll add features like recording your own voice and pronunciation, then comparing it directly with the TTS audio or your previous recordings, so you can rate yourself and track real improvement. You'll also get cards fully explained in your native language. For example, a native Arabic speaker learning French will see everything in Arabic, not English. Plus full statistics, leadership boards, cloud backups, and all your decks, and much more secure environments where you never have to touch API keys again. I plan to keep the free web app completely free forever to help as many people as possible. So if you're enjoying this and want the next level, please show some love and support. It means everything to me and my family. Drop a comment, share the video, or make a small contribution if you can. Any amount is welcome. Thank you again. I'm grateful to God for this opportunity to create something that can genuinely help so many people learn languages faster and smarter. Thank you. Have an amazing day. Keep learning, stay excited. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.